All right.
Cinnabon.
Episode 2 of Colin abandoning us to press record on our own goddamn camera.
Does he contribute in other ways? Sometimes.
Are you taking a video of the podcast right now?
Yeah.
I feel like
For safekeeping.
I feel like I got big mom energy.
I saw your. Why? Why do you say that?
Well, I got this the sunglasses on the head. This gives off mom energy. I'm wearing shorts. I don't know why that's making me feel like I got mom energy. Big thighs. Have you seen that meme like Anthony Fantano's about Anthony Fantano's thighs?
No.
It's like the same shit, just like he's got huge fucking tree trunks as legs.
He's a big guy.
He is a big guy. He's vegan.
Oh yeah, thick vegan.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. Okay. I have seen some of his antics. He's kind of funny these days on his Instagram and stuff. Like
He's always been kind of funny.
Did you see him post his review of Mac's new album? And he just goes,
Mac DeMarco?
Yeah.
No.
He's like, so the first thing you'll notice is that there's too many songs. And then you're going to realize that there's too many songs. And then also, if you keep going, you'll realize that there's too many songs. And also, there's too many songs.
If anyone
that was the whole review.
If anyone doesn't know what Karl's talking about, Mac DeMarco just put out a 199-song album. That's not even really... It's basically every demo he's recorded for the past 5 years. So... You know, I'm gonna take. I can't do it. I feel like I'm. I feel like I'm in a fucking beach. I'm in like a sunscreen commercial right now. I don't even know why I'm wearing those. We're inside, Karl. That's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, so.
Okay.
So Mac DeMarco put out this 199 song album. Home Shake did the same thing recently. Just like a shit ton of like. With his demos,
his aren't really demos.
His are more just like cool beats to study to kind of vibe.
I mean, yeah, I mean, whether or not his were demos or not, it's hard to say because he makes very like simple and kind of vibey stuff regardless. So it could have been demos, but he organized it in like multiple volumes, like volumes 1 through 8. So whether or not it was completely thought out 100% and mixed and mastered with intention, he made it seem that way. Mac, it's like every song is just the date that he made it. It's obviously just a big demo tape.
Yeah, I think it's pretty interesting.
What he like made him want to do that? You know?
I think I know. I'll tell you what. Money. Money.
But like, how does that make him a bunch of money?
I will tell you. Let's think about it. Cool Beats to Study To playlists get played in the background every day millions of times, right? People rack up millions of streams when they get on one of those fucking chill beats playlists, okay? Mac DeMarco makes some pretty chill music, especially even his demos. It's even more chill, right? He basically just put out a chill beats to study to playlist that only gives him money. Think about, why would you put that album on? Are you going to listen to that front to back and see what Mac DeMarco is having to say? No. You're going to be outside by the pool, fucking having a Pacifico, and you're going to be like, what do I want to listen to right now? I'm having a conversation. I don't want something that's actually going to like really, really grab my attention. You throw on a background playlist. Just so happens Mac DeMarco made an 8-hour background playlist. That's at least what I would think would be the reason behind putting out that fucking monstrosity of a album. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree?
I don't disagree. I'm just wondering. It's just weird. Like,
that's not knocking Mac DeMarco. Get your fucking dough, my friend.
I wonder if any of those songs will end up. It's just it's curious to me because he's always done an album and then put out the demos for that album. So I'm wondering if
he's doing the opposite.
Well, no, I'm just wondering if any of those demos from One Wayne G is what the new one is called. I wonder if any of them are going to end up being the demos for a possible next album. But I mean, I guess I wonder if he'll also. I mean, he did just put out 5 Easy Hot Dogs not that long ago, so I guess we're a ways away from getting another album from him, unless he's going to do like another album quickly with words on it. But
yeah, I think
I don't know. It's interesting. I just I guess it's the reason I'm curious about it is because he always has done like demos of each album that release about a year after the album has been out, or maybe less.
And it seems like he's doing the opposite, where he's releasing the demos first.
Yeah, I just am, I'm wondering if he's like purging every demo that he has, putting it out, and then kind of mentally like starting fresh to do new music.
I think I've been thinking. I do. I know what you mean.
I guess I'm thinking about more personally what it means to him, and less about the move. But anywho,
I've been thinking a lot about releases and release strategies and.
Have you now?
Release, yes, because if you didn't know, Karl, I have a song coming out.
Whoa.
On May 9th.
Whoa.
It's called With You. But I've been thinking a lot about it. And if you follow this podcast, you probably know who I am musically as well. So first single came out, second single came out. This is the third single of a full EP. And it's been a minute since I've really released music. This is the first time I've done like back-to-back-to-back things. And I'm learning a lot. I will say I'm learning a lot. I'm much more comfortable in the release cycle now.
That's good.
It's a lot.
It only took you 3 tries.
I'm not. I didn't say fully comfortable. I said more comfortable. I still like feel very strange when it comes to how to promote music and stuff like that. It's mind-boggling, to say the least. But one thing that I've been thinking about is I no longer have a back catalog of music that I'm like, okay, this is 100% done, good to go. I mean, I have some demos, but the EP's set for release, and that song's not even finished. However, I was thinking about this when I was taking a shower. I was thinking about With You and how long it took me to finish this song. It took me a ridiculously long time, like a year and a half. Now, to be fair, I was moving across the country and like getting settled in a new city for like, for like 8 months of that. So, whatever. But it took me so long. And I think one of the things that I was doing with this song that might have made it so it took a very long time was I was very precious with it.
Yeah.
Right. When I first wrote it, and I'll tell that story on a different.
That's my fucking bread and butter right there.
What? Being too precious with your music? Yeah. I mean, dude, I'll tell the story of how I wrote the song probably in a different. I don't want to really do it right now. I don't want to get into that too much. But
sure.
Wrote this basically the intro and the first verse and the pre-chorus, and I was like, "This is so sick." Right? This is fucking awesome. And then I was so afraid of adding other shit and more parts because I didn't want to I wanted to do the song justice, because I knew it was fucking sick and I didn't want to add some extra part that was going to make it feel lackluster. Now, I realize now how ridiculous that was because I was so precious and I was barely adding little things here and I was so timid with when I was editing and stuff like that and I didn't want to tweak too much stuff. And then by the time I was, a year later or whatever, I was like, I just have to choose stuff and I just have to start making big edits and switching parts around. So it's not like all that being precious actually paid off because in the end I was just reckless and just chose how the song was going to be anyway. So I think this is my extremely roundabout way of saying be less precious with your music because in the end, you're always going to feel like you recklessly or haphazardly glued something together.
Yeah.
In a good way. Am I making sense?
Absolutely.
Cool.
That's what the homie that you showed me recently was saying on his Instagram and
What
probably also his TikTok. I'm looking up his name
The
right
fucking
now.
guy? The Fish Eye Lens guy?
Yeah, Jamie Sirota? I don't really know, but
This
he goes
guy.
by Meja,
Yeah.
whatever. But he was saying a similar thing. I mean, he labeled it demoitis, which is not exactly what you're talking about, but at the end of the day, it's just like when you sit with something for too long in one specific form, you get attached to that, and then it limits your creativity because you get too afraid to try new things or that you're going to fuck it up.
True.
So
True. That's
Yeah.
exactly what happened. I wrote the first part of With You. I listened to it 12,000 times in the car, and I was like, this is dope. And then when we tried to, and I had to have you help me write the turnaround because I was like, I can't hear anything except for this verse and this pre-chorus. And then when we wrote the turnaround, even when you helped me write it, I was like, this sucks. It fucking blows. It's not what I heard 12,000 times. Now I really like the turnaround a lot, actually. So good job, Karl.
thanks.
Also, I will also say, although this is like my song and I wrote it and whatever, this song I got a lot of help from a lot of people, which, you know,
Lit.
it was cool. You,
Didn't Kian write the
Kian-
bass line at the end?
Kian did write the bass line at the end.
And now we just got to get him to remember it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
He also wrote the first couple lines of the lyrics.
Whoa.
I was writing it in the base. I guess I will tell the fucking story. I was writing it in the basement of Philly house that Kian and I were living in, and Kian heard it, bim, 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 right? The whole song. The song's just playing on a loop, and I have a fucking microphone just like this, and this is how I write music. I plug it in, and then I sit in a chair, and I just go, and I just mumble until something comes out. And Kian, you know, he's just fucking doing his Kian thing. He sits in the back of the basement, and I was like, man, I can't really think of much that I'm liking. He's like, yeah, I got something. And so I hit record. I'll try to find the recording. He takes a microphone like this, and he just goes, time over cues. I'm losing. And he said, I'm losing my religion. And then once I heard that, I was like, that's fucking sick. Changed the line religion to conviction. And then once he kind of opened those floodgates, that's when I wrote the rest of the song, especially like the pre-chorus. I'm going out, take my hand, one day I'll make amends.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And the whole thing just kind of floated. And then you helped me write the turnaround. Kian was also fucking with the bass part, and then I ended up putting that in the end. The chorus section. You wrote the bass line for the chorus section.
Oh, yeah.
Should I put you guys as songwriters?
Nah, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Kian definitely doesn't need it. Jesus Christ. But
Shout out to Mr. Pitt.
yeah. Yeah. Damn.
And then you mixed it.
What a metamorphosis.
Yeah, so I guess this song
Whatever.
is really a homage. It's really an Amish. It's really an Amish song about my friends.
Yeah.
And then you mixed the whole thing.
Yeah.
This is the hardest part about mixing this song, Karl.
This is the first one I did, right? Yeah, it was. I don't fucking remember.
Yes, you gotta think of something.
Well, you know what? It's really the first time I ever have like mixed for somebody that wasn't also something that I was on like heavily involved on the recording and production of as well, which was cool. I think honestly, I mean, this is going to go without saying for a lot of people that do this by trade, but for anybody who needs the advice of an amateur mixing engineer, I think the biggest thing was like filling the space without any effects, like, and just being very simple with getting the levels right, and then letting the song be completely dry and without reverb and delay, and then only adding those things in very, very minimally once I was 90% done the entire mix, which kind of goes without saying for like I said, for people that do this like consistently. But I think so much of like, especially with the genres that I listen to, you get lost with like delay and reverb and modulation effects and things like that, because effects are really fun to toy around with, but you just gotta let it cut through on its own. So much stuff is better off just being clean and clear, you know? So that was the big thing. And I think it's definitely this, of the 3 songs, it's the song that definitely needs that the most, you know what I mean? Because it's a little faster, a little bit more punchy and groovy, and not as atmospheric, you know? It's definitely not Growing Pains. Right?
No. Growing Pains is very chilled out. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That's it. Well, some of your vocals are hot as fuck coming in, bro.
Hey.
That's something.
Hey.
Yeah, David records directly into devil-loc, and then he takes it off when he gives it to me. So there's no telling how fucking dynamic his performance is going to be.
What devil-loc is, for anybody who's not a person, it's basically a thing that makes all of your vocal levels, your singing, it's all at one volume. And it's also really crunchy. So if you sing like really, really loud, it distorts it a little bit. So
maybe we should put devil-loc on the podcast for 2 seconds, like right now.
Ready?
And then
3, 2, 1. This is what devil-loc sounds like.
And then, like, if I'm talking like right here, it sounds like this. But then also I can bring this all the way back here, and it's just gonna pick it up and squash everything, and all the reverb in the room is just gonna
get. When I go really, really loud, it's gonna distort like the and no more devil-loc. All right, so that's what devil-loc does. So when I record, I will put devil-loc on my vocal chain just so I can sing and I can hear myself really well. The problem is, once I do that, if I sing too loud, I was clipping not the input, but Karl, you think I was clipping like the capsule of the microphone?
Maybe. Who knows?
Who fucking knows? Anyway, there's
coming out though.
There's a little bit of crunchy crunch in the fucking vocals.
Fuck it, you know, it worked.
Man.
It all worked out.
Who gives a fuck?
All right.
Fuck yourself.
So, with you. That's a fun one. I didn't realize that Kian wrote the lyrics at first. That'd be a fun thing to find, his vocal takes on it.
Yeah. I'm realizing now, like, did I even write this song?
This is what Men in Black is. It's like half your song pretty much.
I know.
Because the guitar line in it is still there.
It's the same shit. Because like you wrote the fucking part of the bass line for the ending thing, Kian wrote the thing, and then in Men in Black, what I did?
Drums, and then there's like a guitar melody that plays through like the second verse.
When does something become not your song?
Oh,
hold on. Before I'll let you think about it, but here's my answer. For the example of With You, where I had a lot of help from a lot of people, right? I still find it to be my song, and here's why. I think this is my 5-paragraph essay. As a songwriter, I think you should look at things more as being a band director or writing director. So, yeah, you might give me you gave me like 6 ideas, right, for the final bass line. Like I just had you start playing, and then I was just listening to you play, and then I was like, oh, okay, wait, stop. That was the one. Go back right there. Play that again. Okay, play that again. I'm going to put that here. So it's more like you're just listening to what your options are and selecting them.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And then same thing. No, not same thing. No, that was my whole point.
Yeah. Good one.
Yeah. Thanks.
Congratulations.
Fuck.
I agree. Yeah, because it's like it's not like Kian's idea or my idea alone is like anywhere as close to the complete song. But if you took if you took Kian's idea and my idea away, it would still be, you know, the song.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, the lyrics would be a little bit different.
Whose ideas did you steal to write this song?
Whose ideas did I steal?
Yeah.
Yours.
No, I don't mean like the bass line that I wrote. I mean like I'm trying to ask you in as cunty of a way as possible who the influences are for the song.
Oh,
who does it sound like?
Oh, I'll tell you.
Whose songs are you stealing?
I stole "Cool Cat" by Queen, and I stole "I Don't Trust Myself" by John Mayer. So "Cool Cat" by Queen, there's a lot of chords in it, but I looked up the chords. I found like the first like 2 or 3, and then those were the starting chords. And then the "I Don't Trust Myself" song is the wah 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 wah, like this like 8th note thing. Your belly's out. You look really weird. So that was like the rhythm that I stole from Mr. John Mayer. And then I steal a lot of shit from John Mayer all the time. So I think like influence wise, like structurally, or maybe some of my melodies. I don't know. They just remind me of John Mayer. I don't probably pentatonic scale. I don't know. Like which is not just him, but
what
like
a good bet.
So those two I definitely stole from. I guess I kind of stole from your song.
Oh yeah, I remember that. What was that? Like the vocal melody or something?
Yeah, the vocal melody in
Sometimes
I was freaking out a little bit. I was like, because I didn't realize it at the time. I was just singing it. And then after I recorded it, maybe that's why I listened to it like 22,000 times. Because I was like, fuck, did I like accidentally steal Karl's song? But you're not allowed to sue me because we live together. So fuck you.
I'm trying to sing both songs in my head. And
Mine
I don't
is,
know.
I'm going out, you take my hand. One day I'll make amends with you. And yours was...
You want to go anyone? That?
No.
Oh, do you mean the hook?
Make a moment, lie in bed, drink from your mouth, it ain't no sense. Take it in.
Yeah, those aren't that similar.
Sometimes.
There you go.
That's exactly how it sounds.
So, yeah, those aren't that similar at all.
I thought they were.
Who told you that they were alike?
My brain.
Was it just you? I thought you sent it to somebody and they were like, that sounds just like Karl's song. They were like, oh, fuck.
No. All right. Well, here's the thing you got to understand about me.
That is your worst trait, is picking out exactly what you think yours or mine or anybody's music sounds like immediately.
Yeah.
And you'll pick just like 2 random songs and be like, that sounds just like this.
I can't. It's so hard for me. I'm getting better at it, but it was so hard for me to fucking write songs without being up my own ass. Oh shit, we're gonna run out of time real quick. It would be so hard for me to like write shit because I would go and I'd write a song and instantly in my head I'd be like, you stole that from that. You stole that. That sounds way too much like that. That sounds way too much like John Mayer. That sounds way too much like that one song by Tame Impala. That sounds way too much like that one song that you heard that one time. And I would just get on my fucking ass and just be like, it's so unoriginal. I can't do that. Which is why I think now on Instagram and TikTok, I've been making those videos that are like, these are the influences. Like these are the people I like stole from.
Yeah.
I think it's a way to mentally combat my impulse to say to myself, that's unoriginal. You can't use that.
It's okay if it's unoriginal if you admit to it, honestly, you know?
That's true.
So if you just
that's what sampling is, right? I just can't afford to clear samples.
Yeah.
So I'll just be honest about my stealing.
Right. And hope that nobody cares. It'll be fine.
We gotta go.
Yeah. We're at 20. Well, we might be fucked already.
Oh shit. All right. Bye.